We're going to talk here in a minute with Bob, and we're going to talk about what's next for the cow, what changes are going to be made, and what is coming next in the future. Whenever Bob frees up in a second, we'll talk to him and we'll get it done. So, alright, so we got Bob here, and like I said, we're going to be doing some changes to the car. As you guys see, he already made this billet parachute handle, the mount for that, which is absolutely badass. And from what I hear, some people like that, huh?
Oh yeah, yep. We already had some calls on that, so
that's what I like to see. You guys, you know, jump on it while you can, because Bob, that is badass. You know, I watched him make it from literally just a block of billet, so that's pretty awesome. But you know, cage-wise, you know, this cage was a pre-bent cage, and the install on it, the install itself, like the welds and everything, they're pretty good, right?
Yeah,
they're good. It's plated, so the cage itself is safe. It's installed. From what I got, it's installed very good. And but compared to some of the cages that Bob builds, and as I'm going faster, we need to make it safer and you know, essentially add more bars. So what exactly are we going to change about this? What would you like to change? How would you make this safer?
Well, to make it safer, obviously, we need an X in here on both sides to be certified at how fast you want to go. You have an issue here with your head. This is universal cage. There is no such thing as universal. You know, you're not.
So when they say pre-bent, you know, it fits in. It's very vague.
Right, very vague. Depends on how big you are, how small you are. And then we're going to clean up the windshield post here so you can get a better vision of what's going on. Just tighten everything up. Yeah, so
what he's saying is, as you can see, this sits pretty much like over the left side of my head when I'm in the car. And I sit pretty low in this car to begin with, which I don't mind. I've kind of learned to love that. But what he says, when you look at his cages, you know, this gap that's right here between the halo and, you know, the headliner, he doesn't have any. And by bringing that out, you know, that's going to make it a hell of a lot cleaner. And also, you don't like this angle, correct? How far back this is?
No, how far back that is. If this car was ever to be in a wreck, that's a way for this to crush and come down. And this cage also, to go as fast as you're going, is going to need an X in the roof.
So as you go faster, you need more bars, which in turn is safety. So like, if we were to try to put a funny car cage in this, the funny car cage, for everyone that doesn't know, is the cage. It's pretty much like the driver containment part of the cage, correct?
Correct.
So the way this halo is set up, you really can't put a funny car cage in it, correct?
No, because the funny car cage would actually be into your head even more than this is right now. So moving forward, you know, as you go faster, obviously need to modify it. The pre-bent cage, will this pass a tech inspection? Oh yeah.
So it'll pass tech. But as we go faster, obviously safety is important to me. I have some parts coming on the way from RaceQuip. We'll get into that in the next video because that's a pretty cool deal that we got going on. And so we got window nets, and I figure that, you know, if we're going to have the cage, I'm going to continue to race and go faster, might as well do it right. And there's no better guy than Bob. You know, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but what I'm looking at here, everything is just badass and it's perfect. And I've seen quite a few cars with cages, and there's none that quite fit like yours. So I definitely like Bob working on my cage. And the guys from RPM, they did a great job. They're not a chassis shop. They went out of their way to install this cage. Jeff, you know, he was welding. All he had was a notcher for a table with, you know, nothing was notched, nothing was bent correctly. So how hard is it when you don't have the right tools?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
So poor Jeff, he slaved over this notch right here. The man slaved over for a solid 8 hours, and you know, I might cut it apart and bring it back to you, Jeff. But just because he worked so hard on it, but it's definitely nice to see this cage, you know, kind of get taken to the next level. So I'm excited, and those are the changes that are coming to the car. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to have Bob do some work on my car.
And we're excited too.
Awesome. I will be back up here to Coker Chassis. We're going to start doing stuff on the car. Also, I'll give you a little sneak peek into the next episode of my channel. A deal has been made with RaceQuip. I now have a partnership with RaceQuip, along with my other partnerships with McCarthy Tire and RPM Motorsports. So it is very good to get on board with them, and they'll be sending me some stuff that we're going to be installing. But like always, you can check out more of my videos. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.